Hey guys, welcome to another video. This is the Toad of Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a flip through of my custom Lenormand deck. Before I start, I have one of the cards from my custom tarot deck. This is from the older version, I just have it out. I didn't say in the last video that I think what I would do different, because I don't feel like I'm not that happy with my tarot deck, to be honest. It's a little bit different having like the better cardstock version. But what I like about this one so much more is that all of the pictures are like my own. So I think definitely not anytime soon, maybe like next summer, because I don't have time anymore. I would go through and make my own tarot deck, but like my own images instead of copying the original. Maybe add more toads. I am kind of in the works of making like just a major arcana, like toad deck. Possibly. We'll see how that goes, but it's a thing. So let me go on with this without further ado. So this is on linen cardstock. If you can see like that like grain. This feels amazing. As soon as I opened it, I was just like, oh, it's like holding butter. So this is the same size as a regular, well actually, I think it's a little bit smaller. Let's see. It's like slightly smaller than a regular playing card, which is kind of weird because it's supposed to be the same size. This is from the Harry Potter playing card deck or whatever. It's the same card stock and everything. It feels really nice. Put that back. But, yep, so there's the rider. I'll also kind of go through like some of my choices for the stuff. So this is all characters from my story again, the same as the Shadow of the Heart. Not Shadow of the Heart. This is the Shadow of the Heart Lenormand deck. The other one's the Queen's Tarot. There we go. But they have the same characters. The Shadow of the Heart is the actual name of my little story. So that's why it's this. I call it the Soth deck. Not Thoth, but Soth, because Shadow of the Heart. It's the acronym, I guess. So this is Leon riding his lion friend. So he's the rider. Clover on the Clover card. I have Lily on the Lily card too. So here's the ship. I don't remember what the meaning is. I think it's maybe like a journey or something. And it's the SS Disaster because her name's Aster. So there's Aster going on a boat ride with my dog. So I have no idea how to read Lenormand. So I'll be learning how to do that with these. But I like this because it's like, the tarot is like all these crazy symbols and stuff, or maybe they're not crazy, but it is to me. And this is just like house, like protection, I think. But that's how I at least drew it. So maybe, I just remembered I have the original version. I did a flip through of that, so if you want to check that out, you can see what the originals look like. Maybe I'll put you down for just a second. Maybe I'll do like a little flip through along with that and just show what I changed. So I'll do these real fast. Sorry about that. So, move that there. So, these are basically the same. This one's like a lot more vibrant though. Because this like kind of like takes down the color a little bit. I gotta do that. Oh my god. Put this in my other hand. So that. Ship. I decided not to add the like the card numbers because it just didn't like fit anywhere really where it looked good, and I wouldn't use that anyway. So I just have the card number and then the name. So then there's the house. So I made it a house where there's a person inside. They're being protected from like the storm outside. It's a tree. It's just a tree. I like how the shading came out on this. Then the clouds. I don't remember what the clouds mean, but for some reason I put the two people together holding hands. I did go through and like look at the meanings of the cards before I like made them. So I'll trust myself that I like did something with that. So then the snake, she's actually supposed to be a dragon. but it's kind of like a Chinese dragon kind of, but without arms or legs. So it's basically a snake anyway, and she's evil. So there she is as the snake. And then the coffin. So her girlfriend dies. In the story, she never sees her again, so she doesn't even know she's dead. But here I have her at her funeral. And then here she is holding a bouquet. The first time that I saw the bouquet, I thought it was banquet. It's very much not food. But her girlfriend is a rose, so she's holding roses. So then the scythe, I think, meant something to do with the death. And this is Poppy. Poppy is like a kind of symbol of death. And then it's really just a goat person wearing a red cloak, but it's a banshee. So whenever it bleats, it means someone's gonna die. There's the original. For these, I made the original and then like put them on my computer and then traced over them. Here's Whip. So that's the rose girl. She was kind of like tortured for a little bit and then murdered. Yay. And this is the she turns into that snake dragon. So she's pretty evil, as you can see. I wish I had changed the color of her eyes. It looks kind of jarring with her face, but it also kind of looked weird being pink. So here's the original. For birds, I think it's supposed to be like gossip and stuff, so I have them all drinking tea and like gossiping. So she's got a cardinal, she has a blue jay, I think she has an oriole. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So yeah, so then the colors correspond to like their person. She would have a blue cup, but her brother's supposed to have like blue stuff, so then because her eyes are purple, I made her stuff purple. And then I'll show you later. The child. This was the original. Here's the new one. On the death card in my tarot deck, he's a child. Actually, and on the Six of Cups, I think. So he kind of like, you actually see him as different ages. So I have him as that. This is one of my favorite cards. I really like how the original came out. This looks really dark just because like the way it printed out doesn't look great because you can't really like differentiate like her from the darkness. And this one like is obvious. And I actually drew like an animal well. But so they're like sneaking around because foxes are sneaky. So then that one is the bear. So she's kind of like imitating the bear. She's not being eaten. Then the star. There's another couple sitting under a star. And then here's the stork. And then there's Leon as a baby this time. Yeah. Here's another one of my favorite cards because the original looks kind of good. And then this one is my dog. If it has my dog on it, I probably like it. I also really like the blue and white backgrounds. And you can actually see her a little bit better. So the tower. So there's Rosales again. But since she was like in prison for a long time, she's in a tower. And the garden. So all the characters are based off flowers. The original version of the story, here's the original, they were actually flowers like this. So this is like a nod to the OG. So then there's sunflower, kind of cut off a little bit. There's Bellis, Daisy, Rose, and Lily. They're twins, so they're the same flower. They're both daisies. So garden, I had to make it them. So then they're fighting. She's kind of like, oh god. They're dating, so he's looking up at him. Then I have the sun in the corner. Sunflower and sun. So the mountain, I'm not terribly proud of this card because it's not like that creative, but I still feel like, climbing up a mountain. It's getting like over something, so you're conquering the mountain. This one I really liked the original of, and this one I like too, but it made like the purple a little bit lighter than I had it originally. But I still just really like this card. So these literally say left and right. real clever, right? So then this is the mice card, but I changed it to mouse because there's only one. And this is actually the only time you see her in the deck. So this is Gallia. She is basically like an evil shadow demon thing. Actually, there she is in the corner. It's kind of creepy. Is that the next card? Okay, yeah. So I'll, I guess, show this next too. So, Shadow of the Heart. That's the title of the story. Wow, crazy. So this is basically like her inner demon kind of thing, and it basically possesses her. And I think the mouse card is supposed to be like death and like sickness and stuff, like the bubonic plague, mice. So that's her killing her. It's kind of like, honestly, like a little Easter egg that I probably shouldn't point out, but I will. I think the heart card is supposed to be a little more positive and more like love and happiness, but since in the story it's more like not. She's even in the corner a little bit. She got a little bit cut off, but it's okay. Sorry if there's stuff in the background. My family likes to be really loud whenever I film videos. But that's okay. We got a new dog a few weeks ago, so they're fawning over it. So for the ring, instead of doing like, oh, I'm holding a ring, or look at us, we're both wearing rings, I have like the two people in the couple in a ring. Because like, you know, circle is round, it never ends. Girl Scouts, you know. I don't sing. Sorry. So in the book, there's the studious one in a library reading a book. It's not too. I forgot about these. Oopsie. And there's that. Yep. This one I messed up on, so I'm glad I was able to fix it in that one. So then there's the next one. So her name's Violet, so it says Dear Violet. Oops. So then I like how the man and woman card came out. Yeah, so I'll show you the woman so that I can do this, because it doesn't match up perfectly. I probably could have done that a little bit better, but I wasn't like planning on doing this when I made this one. Let's see if it'll focus. But they're kind of like the same tree, like Adam and Eve. That's like kind of a spoiler almost, so I won't say anything, but yeah. So then Lily on the Lily card. So this would normally be on her shirt, but there it's in the air. There's the original. I actually kind of like the white background. Maybe if she like didn't have a white shirt too. I think the gray outlines like makes it work. So I actually really like this card. It doesn't have much going on in the background, but I still think it's good. So this one is Martha. I tried to keep the characters that were on the tarot deck. So she's on the sun of the tarot deck. Then I also put her on the sun here. Was there any other ones that was like that? I know that the moon I also have as the person who was on the moon in the tarot deck. But I like how this one came out. I actually changed this. It actually kind of works in the sun's in the sky, and well, the moon's also in the sky. Actually, my thought process there does not work, but I don't know. I'm just thinking like sun and then moon. Not sure. Maybe somebody else can understand where I'm coming from. And there's the original. Again, this is like a little bit like lighter, I feel like, or maybe on my camera it looks lighter than it actually is. But it kind of like gets like blurred into the background. So here's the original, the key. And then again, this is one of those where it looks better on camera, but you can't. Weird. Okay. So this is for me, the way I see it, is a little bit darker. So it's almost like more mustard. It's a little mustard on camera, but it's like even more like mustard. So there's Sakura again. She's holding the key. I think the key is supposed to, like, the actual key is supposed to mean like, I don't know, opening doors or something. But then on the original, I didn't add this in the final, but she's actually locking someone away. This one I really like how it came out. I liked the original. I ended up changing the style of the cards because I was like, wait, I have like my eye style, why don't I change to make all of the eyes like that? So that's what I did with my tarot deck and made like all of them have eyes. So it doesn't come out terribly well here that there's like a line of like light over everything. It's even over the text. But the fish is supposed to mean, I think, like abundance or something. So there she's eating a bunch of fish because she's wealthy. Some of these characters you only see on one card. This is one of them. Just because I have so many characters that fit into other cards. I tried to make sure that everyone had one card, so hopefully I'm not missing anyone. God, I'm like thinking about it, but I tried to make sure that everyone had like at least one like kind of individual card. Some characters that aren't even major characters have like more than they should, but it's okay. So here's the anchor. I love this one because this is Bellis. He ends up having like water powers, so it makes sense that he'd be in water. You can't really see it on the camera, but he's kind of bluish. Wow, you really can't see that on the camera. That's crazy. So he is his sister's like anchor, like literally, so I thought that fit so well. And then these are the colors of the different characters. So that's Daisy, Lily, and Rose, and then that's his boyfriend. He's reaching out to him, and then Daisy's going to him. And then cross. I'm not sure like exactly what it means. I think it means something to do with like fighting, maybe, or like religion or something. I'm not sure. But she has a cross in her eye, so like close up of her face, and she's angry because she's cross. I forget what the meaning of this card is. Oh, I keep forgetting about these. There's the original of the anchor, and then the original of this one. But yeah, so that's that. Her teeth are a little pointier than they should be, but that's okay. I'm not going to be doing a reading with these now because I can't shuffle with one hand. Let me just real quick to show you something. I like how this came out. Sorry about that. I don't know if you can see it terribly well, but because it's borderless, you can see like, okay, that did not help. Focus. Focus. Well, you might still be able to kind of see. But since it's borderless, all the colors come through on the edges, and it just looks so nice. I love that. My tarot deck has white borders, so it's just like all white. So that's that. This video is pretty long. Sorry about that. I hope you liked it. This will probably be uploaded on a Wednesday. And this is the last deck, like new deck that I have. So there probably won't be any deck reviews in the next few weeks unless like I miraculously get one. I'm broke, so if anything, I'll be waiting until my birthday. Like again, if it's just something crazy happened where I get one, then cool. Then I will be doing a review of that. I was thinking I have like playing cards. I don't know if anyone wants to see Harry Potter playing cards. Maybe I'll go through that just to make content. That'll be a quick one. But yeah, I have dinosaur playing cards. They're amazing. I'll probably be doing a review of those because they're my babies. But yeah, so that's that. There's that pile. There's that messy pile, which I have to now go through. Thanks for watching. There will be the daily card readings. I want to do like pick a card readings. I need people to give me like questions though, because I don't know like just right off the top of my head like what to ask, or like what to make the theme. But yeah, so hopefully I'll learn how to use Lenormand cards and be able to do a reading with these. But until then, goodbye.